In this video, I'm going to go over the answers to quiz number 5 for Honors Pre-Calc for the fall 2017 semester. So for number 1, it asks, find the formula for this piecewise function. So we have 3 parts. The first part is for when x is less than or equal to positive 1. The second part is when x is less than 1 but greater than 1 but less than or equal to 2. And then the third part is when x is greater than 2. So those are our restrictions. Now this equation is x squared. This horizontal line is just 3, and some people put 0x plus 3, which is fine. I accepted that. And then this line is x. And again, some people put 1x plus 0, which I accepted. No problem. So for number 2, it asks to graph this piecewise function. So the first piece is for when x squared, when x is less than 0. So that means negatives. So that means our first part of our graph looks like that, with an open circle at the origin. The second part is the line 2. And so that's going to be a solid circle here, all the way out to a solid circle here at 3. And then finally, 4 minus x when x is greater than 3. So that's a line with a y-intercept of 4, and we have a slope of -1. So down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. So it starts here. And that's the key thing, is this point and this point, they do not fall on top of each other. So that is what the graph of this function for number 2 should look like. For number 3, int, you're just rounding it down to the nearest integer, so that's 4. Number 4, state the x values of any extrema. So here is my graph right here. And so we have extrema here and here. So if I use my minimum command, I can find this point down here. And so what we get is a value of 1. Again, we have the brains. We have to know that the calculator gives us 1.0000023. It's 1. So that means x equals 1. And because this graph is an odd function, now this is not something we had on this quiz, but it's a concept we've learned later. Because it's an odd function, we can also say that, all right, well, there's a maximum over here at -1. And notice that I only asked for x values. So if I gave me the coordinates, I took off a quarter point. Not major, but it's just a reminder that, hey, I asked for x values, just give me that. So then it asks, state the intervals that it's increasing. So it's increasing up to this point, and then it's increasing after this point. So we have -infinity to -1, and then 1 onto infinity. And this function, it doesn't go up forever, and it doesn't go down forever. So therefore, this function is bounded above and below. So these are the answers to quiz number 5. If you have any further questions, type them in the comments below and I will answer them.